So if you're using AI to help you write code, you've probably found that can make some slop, right? And so if you're looking to put guardrails around that AI output to make sure that it follows your security and quality requirements, you can use Zenable today for free. Let's show you how to get started with that. First of all, you have to make sure that you have UV installed. So this is a fairly straightforward installation process. Then you can just go to your command line and we're going to run a UVX Zenable MCP install command. I'm going to do a dry run just so you can see what would happen. So right now I'm inside of a Git repository, and so you can see that it would install a whole bunch of different IDE integrations into this one repository. That is because I have all of these installed. It will identify which integrations you have, which IDEs you have, and it will only install those. If you just want to cherry pick a specific one, you can just write what that is, like Claude or VS Code, and you can see now it would only install those. So let's actually do that. So we're going to run this install Claude command, and great, it installed it properly. That's all you have to do. Now you can run Claude, and it's got your MCP server set up. You do /MCP. You can see here it's disconnected because you need to log in. We're going to log into that. It should pop up a browser that you need to accept. And if we go back over here, now we're logged in, go back to MCP, you're all set up. So if you say, we want to add Postgres to source main, go ahead and add it, but just store the details in variables for now. We'll move it later. So what this is going to do is follow my instructions. It's going to use Postgres uh, PsychoPG and Postgres and install that in the repository. It's going to store some passwords in the source code, and it's going to then call the AI bot automatically, the Zenable Guardrails, and prevent those unwanted hard-coded passwords from happening. And it can do this for any sort of number of requirements. Let's just let this go. Okay, there we go. So you can see here, it updated the file, it added a Postgres password, it got a blocking error, and it says hard-coded credentials are a critical security risk. So we'll just stop there for the demo for now. So that integration worked perfectly fine. But what if you were somewhere else? So what if I am in my John Zila directory? This is not a Git repository, but I've got lots of Git repositories in it. So if I run this install Claude command here, it will identify that it's not in a Git repository, but there are a lot of different Git repositories. So you can go up and down and say, I want to install it here and here and here and here. And then you can jump to the bottom. I did Shift G to do that. And you can continue with those, and it'll say install it in all of those 4 repositories. If we want to filter, so that's just deselect all of those with the N at the bottom. And if I do a /, I can filter. So I can say, what are all of my AI hyphen, oh, look, there's only one of them. I will select that one, and we can continue and just install that one repository. Or maybe I'm going to say something different. I actually want to install it in all of these, but if I clone a new repository, I don't want to have to go manually install it again. Well, you can just install it globally. So if I install it globally and I hit yes, it will just install it in my home directory globally. And so now every repository on the system is properly configured to use the Zenable guardrails when you're using Claude code. And that's because I said Claude here. And if I want to look at what other options we have available, you can do just -H or help, and you'll see a big old list of the integrations that we support. So now you should be able to quickly set up multiple individual repositories, globally install it, or just cherry pick a handful of repositories that you want to set up, and then you can get started and start writing AI generated code and passing that through guardrails 100% automatically.